So I'm at my local park, had to get out of my house and get some fresh air, and I wanted to make a quick video to talk about true meditation. It's a principle and practice from my teacher Adyashanti, who wrote a book called The Way of Liberation. There's a free ebook version available online, Adyashanti Way of Liberation at adyashanti.org. This practice of true meditation is different than a lot of other practices and tools people use for meditation that only bring you to a certain level of depth because your attention and awareness is drawn into a particular focus in on it, whether that be breathing, whether it be positive affirmations, mantras, mental image exercises. There is an aspect of meditation that is kind of like a feel-good thing that helps you to get some kind of relief in emotions and different ways of kind of dealing with mental stressors, and not to take away from any of these things, they have a lot of value, but it's not touching into the deeper sense and depth of meditation when you go beyond the surface levels of other practicing tools that have a different purpose and intention. The intention with true meditation and focus with this is to relinquish all sense of control. It is to just sit and be, doing nothing. You're just sitting and being. And the practice of this, bringing attention and awareness back into that place where it is beyond all grasping and pulling onto the different things that can happen in awareness, these different objects in awareness, whether they be sensations, thoughts, feelings. The lights are coming off here, so I'm hoping that they don't shut off on me right now. If they do, I'll have to edit this and go somewhere else. True meditation is just being, without any place to be, anywhere to go, nothing to do. So it's difficult for people's minds, being so restless and over-analyzing, to drop everything. The object behind true meditation isn't to drop through conscious effort all sense of thinking, feeling, sensation, distraction, but to let that go on the surface level, and you close your eyes and you be aware of whatever's going on for you. I hear a bat chirping, I have different thoughts coming up, anticipations of lights turning off, I have a mosquito on my shoe that's making me nervous because I don't want to get bit, whatever kind of distraction things going on. Those will be there. But we bring an attention to a single focus to drop other distractions first, as kind of a first stage. If I were to do this now, I would close and focus just on my breathing. The difference between this practice and other practices, it starts with the breathing, doesn't end with the breathing. Bringing attention into the breathing, just focusing on the breath and bringing that as the only practice. Attention, awareness, focus. Everything is drawn into the breath, coming in and out of the lungs. Fortunately, I can only make this video 10 minutes, so I can't run a full-on guided meditation through the actual meditation, so I can only talk about the steps, principles. So the second step from here, after bringing attention and awareness into the breathing, or if you want to use a mantra, use a mantra. Whatever else helps you focus attention and awareness away from different distractions to one particular thing, and you just focus on this. Then from there, you drop that sense naturally of bringing attention and awareness into that until attention and awareness has no particular focus or need on any particular object in awareness. You will just be resting in silence and stillness. And you're not trying to stop any thoughts. You're not trying to stop distractions. You're not trying to control the mind. You're not trying to stop anything. You're not trying to go anywhere. You're just stopping everything and just being. And then you can do this for about 20 minutes to an hour a day. It helps you to better ground yourself and connect with that sense of stability and awareness, that you will have an easier time when different stressors go on, or challenges in your life, or people triggering you into certain behaviors and reactions. All of this helps develop a centered, deeper sense of centering, balance, being, presence, because you're bringing attention back into yourself, who and what you really are. And then from there, you're better able to act with self-awareness from whatever's happening in your environment, your internal environment, anything around you or within. This is a sense of deeper connection with yourself, others, and the world, because in a sense it all is just this one thing. The more you practice this, the more better sense of ease that you have into coming into this space of silence, stillness, presence, being. You'll have an easier time going in and out of that space, until eventually the goal of all meditation is that this space of meditation, this place that you reach within these practices, becomes your daily living experience. Tap on self-image, emotion, and thought. Thought happens first in the mind, whether conscious or subconscious, and then the feelings are invoked in response in the body from the beginning space of thinking. Also, we have reactive emotion and sensation from the environment and people around us. It's not to say that all thinking and feeling isn't true. It's to say that there's no such thing as an absolutely true thought. Anything that causes suffering isn't true, because there is a sense of personal self that gets involved and entangled with thoughts and feelings, and that is where the problem occurs. It's not the thoughts and feelings themselves. Once identity comes outside of that space of the dream state of consciousness, you could call it, then thoughts just happen like a movie reel, just cyclical, just happening on like a reel. Emotion is just a natural part of having a emotionally available human being. But there's a difference between feeling happy and angry and mad and sad and joyful and all of these emotions. There's a difference between the emotion as a coming and going experience and the identity bringing into this emotion, where the person becomes an angry person and their predominant experience of emotion is anger, because there's an identity and belief happening in this emotion that is locking somebody in place, and that is the difference. And with self-image, we all develop a self-image as we grow up, and beyond a certain point, just like adolescence, there are certain things that don't serve us any longer, and we let it go. And it's the same thing with self-image, because self-image is something that is meant to take us from one place to build a sense of identity and personality and likes and dislikes, to operate and navigate the world in a sense of uniqueness in our own experiences. Beyond a certain point, holding onto a self-image, bringing yourself into the mirror, saying, this is who and what I am, my body is me, like I am just my body, I am just my mind. No, this is not just who and what people are. And the only way we can investigate and find this out is through meditation, mindfulness, these practices. Find the deeper reality, seek into the deeper truths, see what's really true here, find what's really going on, beyond all these things. And it doesn't make any sense, and it's not rational, it's not logical to the mind, because it's beyond thinking, it's beyond the mind. The only way you can investigate and figure this out through experience is just to practice and do it yourself, and to jump into the dark. So, hope it helps. I know it's not very sensical, because it's not supposed to be. It's a paradox.